Said I'm not going round. I have a few minutes, so why not run my mouth? I mean, I seem to be pretty good at that. I seem to be pretty good at just talking and just speaking and having a whole lot to say. So while I'm taking this little bit of a drive, I'll talk to you guys. Now, I do want to say that today I feel a whole lot better. I don't know if you guys watched Larry Live last night, but I said on Larry Live last night that I had to do that show because of everything that was in my head and everything that was on my heart and had been for about 2 or 3 weeks. It's like everything ever since I started Larry Live in 2016 piled up. And so I let it all out last night. I mean, of course, some stuff I had to hold back because I was trying to deal with some kind of level of stuff. But I do feel a little bit better today. In fact, I woke up this morning. I said, you know what? I slept better last night than I had slept in about 3 weeks. I mean, slept like a newborn baby. Home from the hospital for the first time on this mama's titty. Yes, I did. I slept and I slept. And I was so glad about that. Okay, let me tell y'all this here. What is so interesting is that when I did the post on yesterday morning, I think it was midday, and I had said, you know, that I would be talking about some stuff and everything coming up out of Texas. Of course, my phone blew up. My line, my other phone, everybody ain't got. And my office line and my email for Larry Live and also the email for the website. I said, now, half of that stuff I ain't to respond to. I only answer the phone call of people that I know. And I guess folk was scared trying to figure out how open I was going to be. Now, for you guys that don't know nothing, it was still an eye-opener and pretty for you. But for those that are involved in this sex ring, yes, that's what I'm going to call it, sex ring. There's one for the girls, there's one for the boys, and then there's one, and then they overlap. Because some, you know, they double dippers. Double dippers have changed the entire sexual community in the church. Double dippers, that's the LRL word. That is a man. Particularly a man. That don't mind playing in puss holes and bread baskets roundabout the bodies of the Christ. Double dippers. They double dip. They dip over there in that pond, dip over there in that pond, dip over there, double dipper. And they have single-handedly changed the way that we... I'm going to say the real word. The way that we fruck. God is a wonderful God. He caught me and put that R in there because I almost raptured it. They have single-handedly changed it. They changed the life of your churchgoer and straightbacks everywhere. Because straightbacks didn't even know that that there was an existence of double dippers. Well, maybe they did and I just didn't know. And so now they got a whole new community that they can be plowed by. Let me put it in these words. I'm really been holding on today. This is Sabbath. And the Bible, the biblication says, remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. And I'm keeping it holy right now, as I sit right here. So I can't remember where I'm going because I get all mixed up. I'm going to Jason's Deli. Jason's Deli got a good salad bar. I'm going to go to a place, the feet place that Bishop took us to for me to get some other stuff ministered to. Buy them ching-yong-yongs, you know.
So why do you call it Breadbasket?
Why I call it Breadbasket? Because I have, first of all, these terms that you guys are hearing for the first time, some of them are made up on the spot. but some of them are derived from other made-up words in my life. I used to call the booty Wonder Bread. And so everybody don't know what Wonder Bread is unless you're from the South, because Wonder Bread and Sunbeam is like the main breads. They even got honey buns by them. And so you wouldn't know what Wonder Bread is. So, but a bread basket, no matter the kind of bread by which you are fed, you always had that little thing. You put the bread over there in that little door. You always had a bread basket. You always did. Everybody had a bread basket. Now, some of y'all might put it in the cabinet or some in the refrigerator. I don't know. Everybody does the different stuff, but y'all know what a bread basket is. I also call it a catch. It's a catch. Because if somebody's pitching, you get it? Yeah, that's how it is. It's a catch. The catch is a catch. Catch when you do like that. So those that do not know, for y'all it was like but for those of you that have participated in the sex rings, you know what preachers know who. They go to each other's churches and they preach. They are on each other's flyers. Now Periscope used to tell everybody was periscoping, and they was periscoping randomly. So you would see a lot of preachers who they're hanging around with, who they're going out to eat with. But they don't stop doing that now. Since Larry Loudon came to play, they just don't hardly. Most of these preachers used to see go live, you see don't go live no more. And but they hang and they're a crew. That's just what the old folks say, the birds of the feather. They flock together. They knew what they were talking about. And these preachers, them same preachers, they go overseas and do these threesomes and foursomes and fivesomes and eightsomes. And they do this stuff with young girls that are underage in other countries because it's okay. And they can. And they fly back here and preach and tell you what you ain't got no business doing when they're over there and satisfying all of their fetishes. And some of them, I really think some of these women, they know. Some of these wives, they know. But I think there's some of them that don't know. They just really think their man of God is just on the road doing the Lord's work. And don't know that they putting the work in and also getting work themselves. And because that's their husband, they have never checked their bread and see was there any kind of molding or any hard crust or any holes in the bread. Because don't ever check back there, because the woman ain't studying no bread basket. I mean, some women, because these women done changed a whole lot, though. So I'm take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, because these women done changed. I'm 41 years old. So I'm talking about women 41 years old and up. I mean, they might grab it while you on top of them, but they're not gonna. They're not trying to do no tricks or nothing unless you ask them. So she ain't never looked back there and seen this bread has been used for sandwich meat all over the world. So she don't even know. She don't even know that her husband bread basket is the go-to sandwich bread for sandwich meat round about the bodies of Christ. She don't even know it. She don't even know it. She just laying back, opening up herself, and just allow him to do what the word of God say he's supposed to do to her. Mm-hmm. But if she happened to grab him back there and one of them fingers slip, and see these men, her finger ain't gonna slip in, her whole hand gonna slip in, and she went, oh, what? Babe, how did that happen? Look at him in the eye and say, what have you been doing? Because your elasticity is non-existent. How my whole hand slip up in your rectum? I would like to know, how did I get wrist deep in breadbasket? I just don't even know. You gotta tell them that you like it like that. That your prostate is overactive. and you like for it played with and plumaged through. It's all right. Just tell her the best way you can, you know. Just tell her, baby, sometimes I like to wear pink. Or another way you can tell her, baby, sometimes I like to lay prostrate before the Lord. Don't say prostrate. Give her clues. Break it to her softly. Says, so sometimes I like to get on my knees and tell God about it. Or tell her I like ministry done to me. I like to be ministered to. Tell her that that you don't mind opening up your mouth and not giving God a praise, but allow the praises of men to be in your mouth. Break it to her slow. Don't give it to her. Don't give it to her like that, quick, like that, like that. That's gonna tear her nerves up. She's gonna be out her mind. She don't know what to do. She can't take that. Be stretch her mind too far. So anyway, I don't know how I got off on that, but this is the reason why you say inbox you, because you got to. You email me, LarryReedLive@gmail.com, and not just gossip. You ain't got no receipts. Keep it to yourself. But you know what? I'm gonna change that, because go ahead and give me that if it's just rumors, because then a receipt may show up. God may bring it up over there. God may bring it up over there. And a receipt show, and I hold that, and then it may come out public. Woo! And then you know that's God moving in. So when it come out public like that, that's time God, prophet, cry loud, spare not, get on that platform and talk about them. And then rebuke them and correct them, and make sure you clown them a little bit to entertain the people. And I say, yes, God, I will. So y'all don't understand that when a prophet work like that in media and entertainment. Y'all don't see it as the devil, because TV show God can't be in none of this. Okay. All right. Oh, somebody said, tell her you started men's ministry. Oh, but that Lexa told D.W. Bass when they're doing that skit talking about he over the men's ministry. Yeah. Oh, Lord Jesus. So, this is what I want you guys to do. I want y'all to watch last night. If you watch it one time, it ain't good enough. You got to go back and watch again, because you got to get that story and them things in your heart and in your spirit. And what's going to happen, your eyes are going to open. And you may go to turn on TBN, turn on the Word Network, or turn to your favorite preacher, and your ears are stopped. Children, that will be the Holy Ghost done circumcise your eyes and your ears. And something in you saying, now, wait a minute. It's a holy divine suspicion. You like, that's something. And you're going to retreat to your biblications. Or you're going to retreat to a book alongside of your biblication. You're going to start just getting a hunger and a drive to know for your darn self. And your eyes going to be open. And 9 times out of 10, your mouth going to open right behind it. You're going to start saying what he been showing you. And you're going to play your part in the reform of the bodies of the Christ. And they're going to hate you like they hate me. Put you out the church thinking they doing God's business. Tell folk not to listen to you, saying you a false prophet because you speaking his heart. But you go ahead on, baby. You let God use you. Let him. All right. So let me go on about my business. I'm going to eat this here salad. Because you know that's how truth do. Once that thing come across you, like your eyes open, that's it. A wrap. You can't shock them no more. Once the mind is stretched, it never go back to the same size that it was. That's how I go. Yeah, Malika, you should be. And then ask God, look at them sideways and say, God, what's that there? And don't shut your eyes. Keep them open. Yes. Oh, that's Kendall. Talking about last night was intense. You went there texting. Why Marvin Sapp get installed? These are the last days of Lisa. I can't even read that. Y'all please pray for my baby mama. She on her way back. Back to holiness. She's still gonna be off the chain. Lisa always been worse at her mouth than me. So that's just gonna be a whole mess. Once she moved back to Atlanta and we on a live together, it's gonna be I'm be constant. So you're gonna see when it's like that, you're gonna see me pull it back, dial it back. Because then I got at that point monitor. Because I don't know what she gonna say. Y'all remember how it was when I had her bits up there? I would pull back some. Cause I had to watch. I'm like, this is gonna get out of hand. This is too much. Okay, let's see. Yeah, he getting stalked. Him and Fred Hammond this all could be a trick. I'm not saying, but there's commission coming back together on the CD. It's gonna be releasing. This could be a media thing. Or it could be that the old hoes from back then when commission used to knock them girls down. Y'all know them rumors. Knock them down. And them old hoes are like, oh, they coming back together. I don't know. Can you confirm if the preachers on Tyler Perry Island were from full? I cannot confirm or deny. But there was not one organization. That's all I can say about that. But it's very interesting you say that, Ben, that you do know Tyler Perry come out of full gospel. Morton was his pastor. The first $1 million he ever gave to a church was to Morton. Because he was homeless and used to come in Morton church and they used to stop him from coming around him. But Morton said that he felt like God wanted him to allow him to come around him, so he would let him bust through the security and come where he was. And so when Tyler Perry made his first $1 million to give, he gave it to Morton. All right. Oh, have y'all got get my whole CD? Nah. If you got find $10 for somewhere and go over there and download it on Apple, so just go and do that, and that helped me real much. And let me know what's your favorite song on the CD. Listen to it in your car the first time. Turn it wide open. It's a summer driving in your car CD. Oh, you got it, Lynn? Thank you so much. Alonzo said, you better go get it. Thank you so much, Danny Marie. The judge did not want to hear Hall's allegations toward the other party. Are y'all talking about the Hall case? Just so you know, Jeffrey won all 3 cases. Lisa, you got it? Yes, downloading the Apple Music the same as buying it. And just listen to the entire track one time through. I used to say I feature with my favorite, but you like On Top, okay? Yeah, On Top. Spotify added that single to their new releases of the weekend thing on Spotify. Thank you. Please download tonight. Enjoy listening to the last night's show. This morning I had to get up this morning 5. Oh, really? Hey, Pam Dixon. Everybody tell Pam Dixon hello. And please tell Pam Dixon to add smile. Please. It's in the top 50s and 40s now when they get on up that chart. And yesterday, my whole CD released. And Pam, we need to go out to eat too when you come here because you always putting pictures up of pizza. Of food. Can you cook? You right over there, and what's the name? Can't you cook and come by? I like establishing relationships. I don't know, keep every PD I know. We still friends, even when I ain't got a single working. We still stay in contact. I like people. I don't want to do professional relationships. I like real relationships. Real. Thank you, saying the CD is dope. Thank you so much. Hey, Lucinda, I just drunk some yogi sleep tea, that stuff. Email me, inbox me what it is. I got to check the album out, do a video to a song. Yeah, August Ransom is an atheist, but we are cyber friends. But there's music up there that you would just like. There is. Good music. That's a song called Good Music. The first up there. Let's just talk about how music remedies the soul, and everybody has a song. And there's a song for every emotion. Yeah. Pam said, now you know. Pam, The bass on Smile. Can you do that, Pam? Can the Pam play the bass? Can,
I've seen it.
yeah. Yeah, she good peeps. Dr. Reed, last night some of us were terribly confused. Can you give us a layman's term synopsis in Patreon, please? How was that? How can you be confused, baby? You might go back and watch a second again. I left some names out, but I don't know how you can be confused. And in Patreon, you actually have the picture that started this whole conversation. So I don't know how you can be confused, baby. Maybe you need to inbox me on Patreon. That goes directly to me, nobody else. So do that and see if I can't help you out. Ask me 3 limit questions, 3. All right. Yeah, a little rebuke came up in my spirit last night. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. I'm tired. I understand we say, and I also can understand we're human. So all the mistakes that come with that, fine. But this stuff where you are playing chess with people, you playing chess with people's souls, you messing around with the whole money aspect, and it's really a business and a game, and you got all these hoes, and you messing and screwing up people's life. You really like a regular nigga, but you just happen to be a gospel artist or a pastor. I can't with that. I have no stomach for injustice of any kind. Mistake is a mistake, and stuff happens. I've made mistakes, and my life ain't always been as clean as this right here as I'm sitting talking to you. You know, so I get it. I understand. And I didn't lose no anointing. I ain't losing up my walk with God. I was just in the place. But this ain't what this is. This is crazy mint, nigga mint, bullshit. You don't be cussing and stuff on live. But this give a little example so you understand what I'm saying. Okay.
People are saying,
What?
they can't find you on Patreon.
Oh, you can't find me on Patreon. You need to click the link. After you click the link, download the app, and then type in the MBN network and see if it come up.
They have to pledge first before they can find
Yeah, you have to pledge me before you can find me. So go to the link. You put a link in there. Put a link in there. Go to LarryReedLive.com and then click the Patreon link and go straight to it. Yeah, it does. So, but this is what I'm hoping, and I have been seeing this as we're talking about what is public. Because we don't talk about nothing unless it's public. It's sort of making people think. I know it's probably affecting some churches, hard, but other churches are getting blessed because the people are going from a pastor or shepherd that's not after God's own heart to one that is. And what Jeremiah 23 said, I give you pastors after your own heart. I'm talking about the pastor that scatter the sheep and the flock. And then some folk are really getting serious about their own personal walk. It's working. It's a good thing. And it's entertaining at the same time. So education and entertainment in one place, laughter and lewdness all in one spot. Oh, it is wonderful. Because isn't that what we are? Pentecostal and perverted, consecrated, and at the same time, now that person that's calling me right now is connected to Staples. Remember, I called his name last night. Don't you call me with no craziness. You don't want to do that. Well, I want to take my card. I've been trying to sow. Where? Patreon. I don't know what kind of card is it. That may be a bank thing. A Sophista Ratchet family. Yeah. Faith and foolishness. Faith and fun. And it's interesting. I love it. 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 Because that's who I am and who I've always been. So, it's interesting. Very interesting. I mean, where her clothes? She ain't got no clothes on. Look at her. Look at her. Look. That's her butt.
booty shorts.
Is that a gym? What are they doing?
It's a gym over there.
She got on a t-shirt, cheering. Look. She got on just the t-shirt. But when she walking, you can see. See? You can see her butt cheek.
It's them little shorts.
Let me go minister to her. Oh, I'll see you guys later. Please go download the CD. It's One Music Volume 2. Remember, One Music Volume 1 was the CD I got Stellar Award nomination for. So Volume 2, One Music, Under God, Indivisible, with freedom of expression for all. It's all different types of music that's up there. Please download it and please share and tell everybody about it like you do the show. I did this for you guys. And really, the PDs threw me into this because I tell you that we friends, the ones that I know. And they're like, you always submitting everybody else's music. Why don't you submit us a new single? So I sent Smile. And then I had to do a whole CD. So that's what I did. That's what I did. And Smile is dope. So, and there's some other dope ones up there. So we're going to keep pushing that throughout the year. And y'all talk to Pam and say, Pam, please. And Patrick Noble, do some free radio promotion for me. Because I know you're a radio promoter. I just saw you come up. Smile is my new single. Maybe I should come on this page when I'm talking about music. Or more music people come on this. Okay. I'll see y'all later. Talk to you later. Bye. Reed, man, I had my first alcoholic beverage and my family told me that it is hypocrite for me to shout all over the church on Sunday, but for me to get sloppy drunk for my first time, they said that not being a Christian is not what being. Okay, Barbara, I'm going to tell you this now. Although I will say anything, there's some things Larry just ain't going to do. I'm not into smoking, drinking, getting high, random sexcapades and sextivities. That ain't how I live. However, I do believe that there's some things that be in our heart and in our head that we want to do and we want to express. My thing is to talk about it in an environment and with people that you can talk and fully express what you feel. Because talking about it, a lot of times you experience whatever you're talking about, whether it is, you never had sex, you never got drunk, you never, whatever it is, got high, you just want to talk about it, and have the conversation. But if that thing is really eating you away like that, you need to really consider, is it something that you could do one time? What if it wake up something, But if you decide to do that, okay, it can be something, okay, that I done and that's it. I don't think that makes you a hypocrite. Now, if you start trying to live the life of a drunkard and also of a saint, I don't know how that's going to work. That's when you get into that whole hypocrisy thing. Casual drinking, I don't do it. And I don't suggest it because I've just seen it not go good for so many people. And a lot of people that I know that are supposed to be saved and all of that, and then they start opening up that door, spiritually they suffer. On some level they suffer. This has been my experience. And they're not really where they was before. So I'm not trying to open up no new doors. I think I said in my Think book, the book I wrote years ago, you never seek to progress in darkness. I'm talking about if you've never done it before, let it go. Let it out your mind. Things of that nature. I wouldn't fool up with that. Not Larry Reed. Of course, to each their own. But not Larry. I see what Lisa's saying. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what she do. I ain't new.
Some say when you make a karaoke version.
Karaoke of what? Inbox me on how to do that. I think I got to submit it somewhere. It's a certain site to submit all the tracks. I think it is. This is a Cadillac, little tiny run around town car. It's a little Cadillac truck XT. What is it? XT4. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that helped you out, Bobby Ray? Well, praise God. All right, talk to you guys later. Goodbye. Don't do nothing that I wouldn't do. Oh, yeah, it is nice. It's really nice. It has all the bells and whistles, heated air-conditioned seats, and what else is it? It's everything. There ain't nothing that it ain't got. Everything it got. But I know I'm not really a car person. And see, I just got it because I had the other Cadillac before then. But let me tell you what happened. Somehow or another, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you this, I'm going to be honest about it. because I bought that car last year. Let me tell you what, I never keep the same car. I bought a car cash one time. I said I never do it. I always lease cars so I can switch them. After about a year and a half, and sort of the same way about where I'm living. I built the house one time and I moved out in a year and a half. And I don't like staying in the same place at one time too long. And so that's why the lease cars, I switch them out, switch them out. And so I always either have a Cadillac or Mercedes, one or the other, but sometimes both of them at the same time. So I had that Cadillac last year, and I got it because the white Mercedes, somebody ran up beside me. I don't know if I added it right here. And the man tried to make it like it was my fault, and so I had to pay $4,000 to get out the car. Well, I nigger rigged some things, and to where when you look at it, you didn't really see was that much damage, and I took it to the lot. And I said, and one that much negative equity, and I traded and put over there into that other car. Actually, I got another Mercedes, and I drove for about 2 or 3 weeks. I said, no, I don't like this. And then I took it to the lot, and I walked out of there with 2018 Cadillac. And I said, okay, this is fine, because the numbers, my thing is the numbers right, and I like hassle-free driving, give me free car wash, oil changes, bumper-to-bumper gap, 100,000 bumper-to-bumper. That's all I want. I don't want, let me tell you what I hate, and I learned this from buying cars cash. I don't like you going down the road one day and then something happened out the blue and then you got to pay $5,000 or $2,000. I'm an entrepreneur newer. I can't do that. Well, I can, but I don't like it. Out the blue, how would you feel right now if you had to spend $2,000 out the blue? See what I'm saying? That same feeling you got, that's lease and switch. You got a car payment. And I do know most of the books you read, they'll tell you that having a car payment throws away money. Same thing about renting. Okay, all right. I ain't doing it. Because something go wrong. Like if I got right back in this car and this car won't start, I hit a button. So can y'all please bring me another XT4? Thanks. And I get it in and go home. They fix this and gets back to me when they get time and they ain't got to pay them. But see, that's how I like doing. So I'm not really into cars like that. My thing, I'm into convenience. Hassle-free driving. That's what I'm into. And that's just that. That's how I go about. Just lease. And so I can just switch it whenever I get ready. And you can blink. And my ex-wife, she's in here right now. You can blink. I know, nigga. I know the door's open. I can I blink and I say, you know what, I don't like this. And I go switch it. And those of you that know, I mean my FICO score, my credit score was 800, well 700s. But then when I stopped pastoring, when them people left they tithe and offering, I had to pay all them bills. And so I couldn't get my head around them bills. So I filed bankruptcy, dissolved this business and that business. And so I took a hit. But I'm tell y'all something. Everything I ever done, I did it with my hands. I built it. So if anything get tore down in my life, I can turn around and build something else. So it took me about a good year and a half, almost 2 years. And look at me now. Score right back almost where it was. And I'm taking care of myself and my children and my family. So I'm just trying to tell you what to do. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. You don't never want to be in a place in your life to where you got the answer to somebody for every darn thing. Now, ain't nothing wrong with no 9 to 5 because you can get rich working a 9 to 5. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But I just knew for myself because of what I wanted to do in my life. And some of you, this may be some of you, can y'all even see me? Because I'm dark skinned and this sun done went off to somewhere else. I don't know, that light But there you go. Anyway, I just knew for myself, I said, now how in the world, I was a musician, I was singing and doing, I said, now how am I going to be a musician and a singer and I have a desire to act and dance? I was young, working at Hardee's, or Arby's, I think it was. I said, how am I going to do all this? And, and I got to go to church. Bishop going to need me to be at church. And I said, I just got to find a way to make money. And so I started singing and playing the piano and the drums and the organ. And I just done it, and I'll make a few $100s every week as a young person. And I just kept that same model. Sometimes I would, get in a space and say, let me go work a job. And 9 times out of 10, that was sales or management. And then I think the last time I worked a public job, I was a teenager. I said, I'm not working no 9 to 5. I just ain't. It's not going to happen. It ain't for Larry. Y'all can't see nothing. Y'all can't see a thing as dark as I am sitting up in here. God made me chocolate because of Ethelina to Darrell Reed. And so that was it. After that, I just started hustling. I said, then after I'm going to say this, because she up here, at least still up here. She was in the military. We got married. I was still doing sales. I got married. And it was a little bit after that when I was like, I ain't doing a 9 to 5. So I know she was probably like, nigga. Yes, you is. But she won't like that. She want that kind of chick. And she had to believe in me at some level. She had to have. She would talk about it. She believed in my music. I hadn't recorded my first song yet. She believed in me doing my churches. I hadn't done any of that. Yeah. And then before you know it, it was some years. I remember going and preaching my heart out after preparing all week, laying over there in the closet and praying with my candles lit. And Lisa come out there thinking I'm crazy. And go there and preach and bring home good $50, $75 after a week of work. Yeah. Then I started a church, and I still can take a salary from the church. Because it was so little, and we just starting, had to get a building, had to buy a Hammond, had to get all this stuff. We talking in the 90s. And I just couldn't, what is it? I am going to have time to eat. Well, how about this? Take your narrow in and then go eat. I worry about my stomach. You worry about yours. I don't have to be with you, hold your hand and go eat, nigga.
Oh, this is for you.
Okay, go eat. I'm good. And the least said 75 was the number. It was. Oh, thank you, Brenda. And so, oh my God. I remember Lisa was making $826.33. I used to manage the money early in the years. And then I had the old crazy passion of helping people. So I was moving people that didn't have jobs in. I don't know how we were making it. And eventually I just started making money. In fact, the first time when we first divorced, in fact, I'm going to tell you what really is the reality is. In my relationship with money then, I thought money was unholy. Yes. I thought being poor was godly. And so if I got money, I would give it away or spend it on other people. And I remember the first time we separated for them 13 days. Well, we had a Mazda Millennium. I don't know if y'all remember them. Real shiny, black, nice car. Well, at least it was in the military, so it was on allotment. And I think it was in her name. I don't think my name may have been on that car. I don't think. It may have been, because we had a green Achieve before then. We got that cause of her. But anyway, I can't remember. And so she's like, I'm gone. I'm like, okay, bye. And when that girl left, I said, now, wait a minute. I ain't got no car. And that's really where I started believing in myself a different kind of way. Although I had mentors and stuff around. Because I went in there, and the same way I birthed that church out and prayed people out of sickness and disease and addiction, I went in there, shut that door, and got on my face. I said, God, I don't have a car. I'm your prophet. My wife is gone, and I don't even know what. And a lot of times I didn't even pray to God about the marriage. I was like, okay, if it's good, that means the marriage is doing good to build other people's lives in church. I wasn't thinking about marriage on a personal level at the time. I just wasn't in that space. I had shut a lot of myself down because a lot of myself was wounded. Y'all remember I was molested and raped and abused. So I was I was working through all of that, and it was a lot. So what I did, I put everything into Jesus, fasting, prayer, prophecy, the word, reading the Bible. And though I may not suggest that for somebody now, it is exactly what I did, and it was the best thing in the world for me. The very best thing in the world for me. Now I will tell people to, alongside of that, get some therapy. I think some years could have been cut off. All that meandering. Yeah, we only were separated for 13 days. Oh, Lynn, you said number yourself. Yes, in some ways I did. Yeah. Because because you've been sexually violated, it screw you up a little piece. And I didn't know what was going on. This how come I can say, like, when people tell me, are you gay? No, I know. You might not know if you ain't. But I knew. I'm 100% that is settled, that I have empirical data. I know that it's not me. But I had to work a whole lot of stuff out. I mean, it was crazy. And my relationship with money was crazy too. So then what ended up happening was, even our family had molestation. It's ugly. But I thank God for the family I was raised in, because that same family is anointed and gifted. Okay, so anyway. Well, how did I get on this? It was something I was talking about. There's a point. There's something I'm trying to get to. Oh, so that was at that point. I got on my face and I said, God, I need a car. Just like I'm talking to you, God said, get up, go to Bragg Boulevard in Fayetteville. And I was always staying in Fayetteville, so it's down the street. And go to that place you seen when the little cars I always seen them, I ain't paying no attention, and I had a car. He said, go in there, there's a guy named Larry, he's going to give you a car. Went to a car lot. And to this day, his name is Larry Riviera. He was a Muslim, and so, we ain't on the same team. I went in there, and I drove off that car with a Mercedes. And that's really why I got tied to Mercedes, although I ain't no Mercedes person. But I always going to have a special relationship with Mercedes, because it was given to me. And he said he had just got out of prison. His birthday, we are both Aquariuses. His name is Larry. And he said, I'm just going to trust you as you get the money to pay on. I told him what happened about my wife and everything. And that's what happened. That car never broke down. Nothing ever went wrong. I think I sold it or traded it. Sure did. So when you get built from the ground up, and you've been a boss all your life, or maybe you ain't been a boss and employed yourself, but you have struggled and you built yourself up to where you are, you need to know that you strong as a mother, and you don't need to let nobody ever make you feel like you. And I don't care where you at in your life right now, you can get up from that spot and do bigger and better than you ever done. You got God with you, and you just make sure you keep your balls. You keep your balls. Don't let anybody cut your balls off. Just stick your chest out, and you can do it again. You do it again. You sure can. My ex-wife, baby mama. I gotta find another term. I need to call her something else. Them terms don't seem to be respectable. I just call her Lisa. And then they ask me who they is, I tell them who they is. She always say, as long as you got breath in your body, you can do it all over again. So that's yet more of my business. Lord Jesus. All right. See y'all later. Somebody said call her Sweet Lisa. No, because she was married to a woman, and I don't have to bust nobody in the face. That was just a spell. She don't like women. So all y'all lesbians that is in her inbox, She don't like lesbians, and even when she was with her I almost said husband because she is, but with that gal, they won't know. I'll let her tell her testimony. She will, because she's going to tell it because she's transparent, but she just ain't going to tell it right now. It was all emotional. And somebody said, you believe that? You're like, no, I was married to her. I know what she like and what she don't like. So I already knew that won't happen. I said, oh, this girl should be mad if she married Lisa. She ow!
Sweet best spirit, not best spirit.
No, I can't put no, because I always talk about those gathered in the sweet name. I can't do that. No. Hey, Latrice. That's my cousin. I'm going to make y'all head spin. Latrice is my best friend Shamako's ex-wife, but she's my cousin. She was my cousin before he was his wife. In fact, he came to my family reunion and picked her out, probably because of her titties, and married her. And that's that. All right, well, I'm going to let you guys go. And I'll chat to you. At least up here she said, I am dying. Latrice said, oh my God. Because my Latrice is young. Latrice has a girlfriend, and it's my best friend's ex-wife. Girl, go find somebody else to sing him about. Don't you know that's improper? All right. We'll see y'all later. And I love you all. Bye. Wait, what picked her out? Her titties? Yes, Latrice got some nice titties. Let me tell you what they used to do, Latrice. And she's from my family, so all that stuff I told you earlier about molestation, she got her own stories. We were all victims and then victimized each other. It was all kind of crazy, man. But I don't want to cast my family in a bad light, because I'm telling you, I could have been born in no other family. I thank God for the roots. We used to go to these churches and these prophets. Now it makes sense. Used to tell her, your blessing is right over your head. Just leap. And this was, I can't count how many times this happened. And every time, look, back then, it's not like the bras got better. And Latrice would lift her hands and start jumping. The poor thing just boxed herself in the face with her own chest meat. And she just jump. After about the 4th, 5th time, we said, now, wait a minute. God ain't keep telling this girl to jump over her head to get her blessings. These niggas is looking at her titties. TV show. Oh, Lord. I'm telling you this. I'm going to tell you what make my show and stuff so good, because I'm talking to y'all like if I was talking in the car, talking to Kendall, or talking to Shamako, or me and Lisa talking, or me and Vincent talking. I'm talking to y'all just regular. Just regular talk. And a lot of times I'm like, all right, let's get off the phone, and I don't be got off. It's the same way. So that's what makes it real. I'm going to tell you, because whenever I run into people, and they're like, oh, Larry live, and I take a picture with them, they go right into a conversation as if we've been talking for a long time. And I love it, because I go right in there with them. And because they feel like I'm a part of their life and a part of their family, and I am. Shoot. So am. You is me, and I is you. You is me, and I is you. This is where I'm going, Jason's Deli. The one over here in Perimeter has the best salad. So if y'all ever want to run into me, if you're in Atlanta, sometimes it might happen here. Even those of you that hate me, just make sure you got your bulletproof vest on, because you ain't going to Nipsey hustle me. You're going to get shot randomly at any given time. And if you want to fight, just make sure my children and my wife ain't with me, because just ain't nice. They have some respect about your mess. So, they did. I'm not telling you. Let me tell you, I would never get on live and tell y'all a lie. It's gonna be the straight up truth. That happened. All right, let me let y'all go. And I'll talk to y'all later. Goodbye.